Can you guys freaking believe? It's week 5. I can't believe it. Time's been flying by. It honestly feels like we were just about to start the season, and then what do you know? We're already over halfway through. So, but I've been having fun. I've been having a good time. We've got one heck of a match today. I'm a little nervous. I get nervous before every match, but I'm especially nervous today because we're going up against Samax, who I have not had the pleasure of playing against yet, in any format since I joined. So it's gonna be a spicy one, hopefully. I think we got some fun stuff set aside just for you, boy. But we're gonna see how it pans out. But before we get into the match, we're gonna take a look at the teams here. You can see my lovely squad here in blue. You guys are probably used to it by now, seeing these fools. Still haven't brought these two. Everyone else, I think I've brought at least in one of the matches in the past 4 weeks, except for Kingler and Dedenne. But maybe they'll get some limelight. Dedenne has, I think, feels like would be easier to bring than Kingler. Kingler's speed tier is like so in the middle that it's kind of hard to justify bringing without like Tailwind, I guess, because he's probably not. I'm probably not going to run him in Trip Room. He's too fast for that. But anyway, we know enough about my team. Let's look at Samax's team. He's got Bulk City, who is also a teacher, who can instruct things to do things again. Then we got Sylveon, who's, the queen of hyper voicing everybody to death with Pixelate, and then whatever item choice, Throat Spray, what is it, the Pixie Plate or freaking Life Orb, you could, doesn't matter, you could run whatever the heck you want. Choice Specs if you want to go bonkers. So like Instruct plus any offensive item with this thing is extremely tough to deal with because it just probably like 2 shots everything after an Instruct. So and then you get Marowak, who's not coming this week. And then there's Weavile, who is 100% coming this week, who I've been stressing out over how to deal with it because I'm pretty sure it's the fastest fake out in the format, and I don't know how to deal with it. That plus Triple Axle, because we all know all the birds I have on my team. I got 3 birds and a grass type, and a ground type, and a dragon type. Triple Axle kind of just kicks my teeth in, so definitely had to prep for this, as you'll see when we go over my team. Magmar, who I'm torn over whether or not it's actually going to show up. Magmar is pretty good into my team, but also not like super useful depending on who I'm bringing. Which obviously he has to make the decision on what he thinks I'm going to bring, but I could see Magmar coming this week. He just picked this up right before, I think it was like on Sunday, so it was like the last day to pick it up before week 5 started. Magmar, Ferroseed, and Kadabra are the 3 mons that he traded for, or I guess picked up from the free agency to add to his team. So, and Magmar of the 3 is the one that I think has the highest chance of being here this week. I don't think Ferroseed or Kadabra will make an appearance, but I could be wrong. And then there's Rotom Fan, probably gonna show up. He's one of the 5 that I'm pretty positive are gonna show up. Along with, so I think Oranguru, Sylveon, Weavile, Rotom Fan, Pissimian are the 5 that I'm like 100% sure are probably gonna be there. Like I would probably stake a lot of money that these 5 would show up, just based on like matchups and stuff into my team. I think this core would be really strong. And then the 6th mon I think is a toss-up between Magmar, Druddigon, and Kabutops, with the one that I really, really don't want to see being Kabutops, just because Rock into my team, and based on who I'm bringing, is very strong. So, and Water being kind of an issue too, just for Centiskorch and Rhydon. Surprise, surprise, I'm bringing both of them. But again, I think these 5 have the biggest shot at making an appearance this week, and then Magmar, Druddigon, Kabutops are the 6th slot fill-in. But anyway, and then there's Pissimian, who I was looking into. Pissimian is better than I thought it was. I mean, it makes sense because Samax is a 3-1 record right now. But this thing's stats are kind of good, and it's got a good ability. I didn't really like. I guess 80 speed's kind of like okay. It's like nothing super crazy, but I don't know if you look at it. Where the heck is it? Right here? Yeah, 100, 120, 90. Like, that's pretty good on the physical side, I would say, overall, especially in this format. And then, like, even 60 special defense on top of the HP stats. Really not that bad. And you can just run Assault Vest if you really want to, if you're scared of special attacks. Granted, there are other items that you could give it that are just as good, but I don't know. This thing's offensive presence plus Defiant. You know, Defiant's a pretty good ability. I wonder who else has that. That's also pretty good. So this is definitely something that I have to watch out for, especially since I'm running Snarl and Lipard. I don't want to snarl into the Pizimians a lot. I say that now. When I get into the match, who really knows what I'll do, because I start clicking buttons and sometimes dumb stuff happens, but that's the game we play. And then Dredagon, who has very good physical pressure, kind of like Pizimian. Also built in with Sheer Force, so you could run like Life Orb Sheer Force just for big damage. So this thing, yeah, I have my eyes on this thing just because it's got a lot of offensive pressure. Into my team, do I think it's that good? Not necessarily, but I think it can still put in some work because it gets a pretty good number of coverage moves. So I mean, just by virtue of being a dragon. So this thing could definitely be an issue depending on how he builds it. He's a good player, so however he builds it will probably be an issue for me, but that remains to be seen. And then Kabutops, like I said before, is typically, I'm hoping it doesn't show up because the matchup into my team is not good. Well, let me rephrase. It's not bad, but it's really not that good either. Like, it doesn't really do much into these mons. It hits Centiskorch and Rhydon pretty hard. Rock type into Sigilif is super effective, obviously. So, like, these three don't really want to get hit by water or rock. Magnezone just kills it. Lipard is not really there to... I mean, Lipard's kind of been picking up KOs. I think it's, what, my second place on the KO list, if anybody cares about that. Just because this thing just picks up the knockout after everything else does all the work. But, you know, Lipard's not really here to deal big damage. So Lipard, Kabutops doesn't really care. It doesn't really want to get hit at all, if I'm being honest, because it's so frail. So it wouldn't really be happy to see Kabutops either. And then Zapdos eats its moves pretty well because it's not weak to rock or water. So I feel like the matchup for Kabutops isn't really that good unless you're specifically worried about certain mons. Like maybe you bring it for Rhydon, but considering Kabutops is typically run physically and Rhydon is bulk city on the physical side, I feel like it's discouraged from being brought. So I'm really hoping it doesn't show up because I don't have any grass moves. So if it does show up, we're gonna have to see what happens. And then Ferroseed, Kadabra. Ferroseed's also bulk city, slap an Eviolite on it. Also has 10 base speed, so if I set Trick Room up, which I would kind of like to, this thing underspeeds my whole team. But in terms of damage output, I'm not too worried about it. It'd mostly be stall that I'm worried about, because it gets Iron Defense, but it doesn't get Body Press because he's a small boy. So I guess he doesn't have enough body to press yet, but yeah, I don't think Ferroseed's going to make an appearance. Kadabra could, though. If we look at speed tiers here, 105 is almost faster than my fastest mon, so definitely something to be aware of. And it gets Inner Focus, so you could run, I don't know, like Sash Inner Focus or something as an option, I guess. You could also run anything if you really want to. You could actually run Eviolite on that. I didn't think about that till this second, which is actually kind of scary on the special side. But it doesn't want to eat physical hits, and most of my team is physical, so you know, I don't necessarily think that this will make an appearance, even with its pretty good, what was it, 105, what's its special attack? 120 and then 105 speed? Yeah, okay, so, you know, with Eviolite, maybe this thing tanks, you know, a couple special hits. Probably still not really going to tank that much on the physical side, like I said before, but, you know, this thing could be an offensive threat if it outspeeds me, which it outspeeds everything on my team. But I'm still not expecting it to make an appearance. I don't know. I don't think Psychic into my team is is that useful. It hits what, Dragalge? Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, I don't think Psychic's particularly good on my team unless it's meant for coverage moves. So, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about on here other than the first thing that I noticed was that I should put Rhydon on the team because ground has only one. There's no resist, only one immunity, and that's, you know, because it's a flying type that also has levitate, so it's like double immune. But then I just hit it with a rock move. Plus I'm immune to the electric moves and resists its other stab flying. So I think Rhydon kind of just eats this thing alive. It could Will-O-Wisp me, which that's part of the reason why I think it's also going to make an appearance. This electric into my team's pretty good, but also the ability to Will-O-Wisp any of my physical mons is pretty scary because it can neuter my damage output pretty quick. So, but outside that, I think that's about everything that I want to talk about on this screen. So let's hop over to the team builder. Classic Zapdos. Gotta put him on the team. I mean, he's my most expensive mon. By not really a wide margin, I'm pretty wide on my team, but his stats and basically his offensive presence, along with Defiant, discouraging, you know, stat dropping moves, means, you know, he's a pretty good bring every week. And I've had trouble finding, you know, mons to replace him with, to not have him show up this like each week. But he just deals so much damage. I can't leave him on the bench. He's too good. That being said, into a team that has some pretty good offensive presence into Zapdos, I felt like running Sash this week, especially if Trick Room's kind of be what I want to move towards against Samax, just to try and underspeed him in certain scenarios, because a lot of his mons will outspeed mine. Unfortunately for me. I think Trick Room might be the play, and Zapdos and Trick Room's not great. I am running Adamant this week, just so he's not max speed, but this is specifically built so that I can outspeed, what was it, the base 80s, I believe? Where's my Zapdos? Yes, I outspeed everything, yep, 80 and above. Speed tiers? Speed tier me? Oh, sorry. Only these three. Weavile, Kadabra, Magmar are the only ones that outspeed. I outspeed everything 86 and below. So I outspeed this little guy here too, which is good because I have U-turn, so I can U-turn out if I'm scared. Which Zapdos is very scared of Rotom Pan because he resists both my stabs. Actually, he resists all three of these moves. So you can better believe I'm getting the heck out of there because I don't want to eat anything it's gonna throw at me. But outside that, it's a pretty standard set. I think I've run Sash once before. This moveset I've definitely run before, and then I think this EV spreads I'm pretty sure I've run before. Maybe not necessarily Adamant. I don't remember if I've run Adamant before, but I've definitely run Jolly with this exact EV spread. Oh, baby, and then there's Liepard this week. Take a look at these EVs here. What the heck am I doing? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know where I am. Anyway, this is actually built for a couple reasons. I have Throat Chop, specifically for Sylveon. No Hyper Voice, not in my house. The classic Fake Out. I got Snarl just for dropping special attack. You know, also spread stab damage is pretty good. And then, what is this combo? Choice Scarf? No Prankster? No Prankster? Am I stupid? Probably. But we're gonna see if it works. We're gonna see if it works. The reason for this set is because I mentioned earlier I'm scared of Weavile, and it's very fast and hits me with Fake Out, and I can't stop it. So this way I can be faster with my Fake Out, which you're probably thinking, why would I do that? Because I'm going to lock myself into Fake Out, which I can only use on turn 1. I gotta pray that he doesn't have Protect on Weavile, because if he does, I'm in danger. But basically how turn 1 I want to play out is Scarf, Fake Out into Weavile, not expecting it, and then punch him in the face with Trevenant, just to destroy him with Drain Punch. Notice how I said no grass move earlier? No grass move? But anyway, yeah, I think this set's kind of interesting. I actually, shoutouts to Poppin, because I was talking to him, trying to see like what what I should do against Samax. You know, never having played him before and knowing that he's a scary player, I was kind of unsure how to approach the matchup. So I hopped on a call with Poppin, talked to him for a little bit, threw some ideas around, and ultimately settled on, oh no, there's nothing we can do. Scarf Fake Out is our only option to not die. So that is the reasoning behind this set. So maybe it works game 1. If it works game 1, and even if it doesn't work game 1, I don't know if it works game 2. So I have another idea for when we get to that point, but I don't know. Well, this is gonna be weird. it might be a little weird. And then the EV spread is, because I'm Choice Scarf, I EV'd myself to outspeed max speed Jolly Weavile. So then I just had a bunch of extra EVs to use, because usually I just put it into HP and speed, but I'm not really focusing on speed because I got Scarf. So instead I went Adamant Max Attack for the Throat Chop to 2-shot Max Defense Bold Oranguru without like leftovers or something, or some sort of berry. Which is kind of bonkers. This thing got a little bit of, look at that, 154. That's not bad. That's not bad. We take those. And then after that, I just EV'd everything else in defenses, just to hopefully eat a hit, which I probably won't. Yeah, you've seen this before. EV Light, Lightning Rod. You see, this is the same. I just copy paste, baby. Just run it. And the only difference is I switch these 3 moves around. I usually have Protect. Sometimes it's High Horsepower. Sometimes it's Rock Slide. Sometimes we got Stone Edge, Earthquake. Sometimes I get, you know, fourth move here just for coverage. Thought about running Fire Punch for Pharisee. Decided against it. Swords Dance can put in work if I can get it set up safely, and especially in Trick Room, this thing just deals massive damage. Trevenant Keyberry. So this, honestly, I didn't even know what this berry did. Poppin was like, hey, you ever thought about Keyberry? And I was like, what the hell is a Keyberry? I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to spell it. I thought it was K-E-Y. No, this berry, when you get hit by a physical move, boosts your defense by 1. And then this EV spread, combined with this berry, allows me to survive, in theory, I'm pretty sure unboosted, an unboosted triple axle from Weavile. And then I can get a Trick Room off, hopefully, or Drain Punch it, or whatever the heck I need to do depending on the scenario. So this could be stupid if I still die, because I think one of my past matches, when I think it was, what was it? Was it Terminal that had the Sneasel? Which I EV'd to survive an unboosted triple axle, and then it was Never Melt Ice, and I died anyway. This could be a repeat of that. So maybe I've learned, or maybe I haven't. I don't know. Time will tell. And then we got Sent to Scorch with Room Service. Oh, baby. He's got that awkward 65 speed tier, where it's like Trick Room's not necessarily the best for him, but it's also not that bad. So just by running no investment in my speed whatsoever, plus Room Service will allow me to outspeed an un-EV'd, or I guess invested speed nature of the base 60s, being Sylveon and Oranguru, but also underspeed, min speed of both of them if Trick Room goes up. So, and then I just ran max attack, max defense, because the defense is not that great, and he's already got pretty decent HP, so I just slapped the 4 in there. And then special defense is alright anyway. But a lot of the special moves that would be thrown at me, I'm tanking anyway. It's just mostly the rock moves, the physical like rock slides and stuff that I'm scared of. And then we got Leech Life, Fire Lash, 2 staples on this Mon just for stab coverage, and then Knock Off just in case I'm worried about, you know, specific item usage. If I find it to be a problem, or if I think there's going to be a switch, I can knock an item off, which is pretty nice. And then Dragalge, which I'm pretty sure is also the identical. I think the only differences, I think, on the last set was that I had 4 EVs in defense, because he's less physically bulky, but this one is for special defense, just to really tank some of those special hits, but otherwise, same set. And then this 4th slot, I think, usually switches to, like, between, I think, when I went up against, I think, Terminal, because he had Rain, I think I ran Scald, but sometimes I run Flip Turn, he gets, like, some other moves that are kind of useful. It just depends on what I think will be more useful into the opponent's team, and then obviously Draco Meteor, Sludge Bomb. 2 really good stab moves with adaptability, so that's kind of the bonkers stuff. Yeah, that's all I got for you. We're trying something new here. I know it's about to get crazy, and the crazy thing is, we're gonna try some editing stress, okay? We're gonna, basically what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna hit the stop recording button. And then what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to start recording again when Samax and I actually play, which I think is slated for 8, sometime after 8, so like, I don't know, like 7 minutes. And you know, old me would sit here and talk to you for those long and painful, for you, 7 minutes. But no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna cut away and then come back in, hopefully, assuming it works, assuming I do it well. I've been messing around a little bit in my spare time, trying to figure it out. And even though it is a little complicated, just because I've never used editing software before, I think I can do one simple cut. I think I can like paste the thing in and then just like take the thing, just slice. Yeah, you get the picture. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it here, and then I'll see you guys again soon before I drag it on any longer. See ya! Don't look at the clock. It's only been like 5 minutes. It's only been 5 minutes, okay? But it's part of the testing process, okay? We're gonna. I could have just filled the time, but that's all right. I'm not gonna. It's a test. Oh, baby. Okay, so looking at the team, there are 3 Mons here. Well, 2 that I wasn't expecting. You know, I had mentioned that I was pretty sure Magmar could fill in as a 6th slot. I could see it. Kadabra, I think, maybe could have filled in, but I wasn't really expecting Kadabra to show up. And I really wasn't expecting Marowak to show up. So all things considered, I don't actually think it's that bad for me. My original plan, I am recording. Yes, okay, cool. Just checking. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna run my original plan. I feel like Weavile probably leads here. Like, Weavile or Nguru is like worst case scenario that I was preparing for, so we're just gonna do a little bit of Centiskorch like really doesn't want to see a few of these. Let's do Centiskorch. It's his time to shine! Let's go! This isn't the lead that I was expecting! Yikes. Choice specs, Thick Club. Thick Club? I'm just kidding. Thick Club is to be expected. Choice specs is good to know. This could be like Air Slash, Flinch or something. Locking myself in a fake out seems terrible. Honestly, do I think this is gonna be, what do I think this is? I think I just Snarl. I'm just gonna Snarl and Protect. And see what happens. Oh, big crit, baby! Air Slash, yep. What is this? Earthquake? I'm dead. Okay. This is not the lead I was expecting. I think I'm in danger. Let's bring Rhydon in. Earthquake again. I should live. Air Slash. I don't actually know if I tank that. Because he's basically a neutral from having specs. I think I just Rock Slide. Air Slash. Centiskorch does take. Just does take it, but I don't know if I wanna mess with that. I believe I can win. Sure. Damage. That is an insane miss. Insane, absolutely insane miss. Oh my god, that did so much damage to me. 51-9, huh? That's like really bad. Yikes, me not getting Trick Room up is kind of bad, you know what I'm saying? Do I think I tank an Air Slash? Not if he's just gonna double up. I don't know what I do. I'm gonna switch, dude. I'm gonna protect. Man, that lead really threw me off. That deals so much damage. I'm so boned, man. I can't get out of this. This lead just destroys me. Air Slash Earthquake. Only 2 moves. What the heck, man? This could be like... He could just Air Slash this, though. Like, or he could just... Oh, he's locked in. He's locked in. What do I do? I can kill this. I can kill him. For the switch in. Okay, stab. Okay, he attacks this. I can switch in, I believe. Because I move first. I should move first. In theory. Speed 45. Yeah. Calculated. Calculated? Okay. Okay, we're not... we didn't lose to 2 moves. That's a win in my... And then the Weavile. Okay, well now we're boned. Now we're toasted. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty bad. Probably like what, like fake out and... Actually, could be like fake out Air Slash. Or just like triple axle, just kill me. I'm gonna double protect. What does he want to do? What does he got? I'm scouting. Fake out, yep. Air Slash left. Yep, okay, cool. I think I lose. Give me HP. I definitely die to that, don't I? Yeah, I'm dead. I'm toasted, bro. A miss there, maybe, but I'm dead now. Yeah. Wow. What a lead, man. What a lead. That is not a lead I was expecting at all. Focus hash. Oh, getting info. Let's go. In case he misses triple axle. No miss. Okay. Yikes. That is a scary prospect. That was like utter destruction, not even close. Big ol' L. Okay, alright. Well, how do we adapt to that? Clearly... how do I adapt to that? Man, that Rotom's a problem if I don't have Ride On under Trick Room. Which I knew was going to be an issue, but this is not the team comp that I prepared for. At least I wasn't expecting Marowak, if I'm being honest. Do I think the Weavile leads now? Or do I think it's the same lead? I think Rhydon goes in here, man. If I can deal with the Marowak. I still really like Centiskorch too. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we know it's Focus Sash. Do I think it's max speed? U-turn's a roll to kill this. Although with max attack fake out, probably just dead, so. Good thing I got Sash, brother. This thing gets power gem, doesn't it? Just freaking like U-turn and no. I gotta kill this. U-turn into yeah. Okay, U-turn into this. Super fast fake out into this. Catch one of these, baby. Psychic, give me the sash. See ya. Who am I scared of coming in? Psychic coverage. Could be Rotom again. Yeah, I think I bring Rhydon out. No Trick Room, but still. Although this could discourage Rotom from coming out. If it's a Marowak probably comes out here. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What do I think? This is like Protect Earthquake or something? There's no way it Rock Slides here, right? I should have a free switch into Zapdos, correct? Can't... Oh, we don't know what item it is. Probably Earthquake Protect, I'm assuming. I gotta switch this thing out because I used Fake Out turn 1, so... it could be like... I mean, Earthquake honestly just deals damage into everything. I think it's gonna like power gem in this one. Man, this is kind of scary, dude. I will protect and swap out. No, he's a genius. Nah, that was a safe play. Just assuming the switch out. Bone Meringue. Oh, baby. Rock Slide here, kind of cool. Honestly, just high horsepower into this thing for damage seems pretty juicy. I will outspeed both of these. Bone Meringue. Because he can't Earthquake. Yeah, that makes sense. What if I high horsepower this slot? Do I just go for big damage Throat Chop? What if I lock it into Shadow Ball? No, I just kill it. I just kill it. Big damage. Adamant Max Attack, baby! Okay. Oh no! Okay, now here's a question for you. I feel like, without flinches, I feel like Rhydon 1v1s this. I got a Rock Slide off last time, right? Okay. I outspeed the Marowak from last game. This thing outspeeds me. Oh, it's Specs. I'm so boned. Oh no, I do not eat as Specs. Air Slash. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here. Earthquake? Yeah, it's honestly, Earthquake's probably a roll, but like, I don't think it's in my favor. Because like, he just, yeah, because he's not like locked into a move. He can just click Earthquake now. And this thing's definitely, I basically think I just have to hope that I live. I think I gotta hope I live. And if I'm being honest, I don't think yeah, that's gonna be GG. I'm toasted. That is unfortunate. That was very well played. Very well played indeed. That was absolutely brutal. Not how I was expecting it to go at all. But I guess that's what I get for not expecting the lead. The lead! If I could type... Yikes. How the heck do I forfeit? Oh. That works. Give me that replay. even though I know you're getting it at the same time as me. Okay. Wow, a fat 2-0, huh? That hurts. That hurts my soul. I think I just got read like a book. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I didn't make my paste. Give me the team builder. You guys get to see all this tasty glory. He asked me before he played if we wanted to hop on a post-game call afterward. Hello, testing, 1, 2.
Hey, I hear you. Am I coming through all right?
Oh, you're coming through just great. I'm gonna turn down my music a little bit. Oh boy, right. Let me just say that is not at all what I planned for, and it probably shows. I got a fat 2-0 right there. I got destroyed. Yikes, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I forget at what point it was during prep, but Rotom Fan and Marowak were initially part of big parts of the plan as sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point I was just like, wait, why aren't they next to each other just flicking Earthquake and Discharge?
I know, yeah. As soon as you sent that lead out, I was like, I didn't prep for this at all. I actually assumed Rotom would make an appearance. I did not think Marowak was going to show up, just because I thought I had enough tools to discourage it from showing up. But especially having like 3 flying types and stuff. But what I didn't account for was that just putting them out on the field together covers for those flying types. So yeah. That was definitely on me.
Yeah, I think you reminded me what it was. It was that I had Thunder Punch on Marowak, and I had like 3 Helping Hands, because the Helping Hand Thunder Punch picked up KOs on all of them, I think, because Marowak is stupidly strong. But so Rotom Fan was one of my Helping Hands, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be clicking Thunder Punch Helping Hand if Rotom Fan is on the field, and I want to be clicking electric moves. I'm gonna click Discharge, and I was like, oh. I can just click it. I can just Disquake.
I know. Yeah, that honestly didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
Which was really smart. I mean, that's just a testament to your ability to look at someone else's team and figure out what's going to be good against this team, and my failure to recognize that would be good against my team. Oh boy.
I think the best part of prep for me was realizing that I didn't need speed control from Marowak. I can just plop it there and click moves.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, as you saw, I didn't have anything that could KO it in one hit. Like my entire team, I don't think I had a single move to maybe Dragalge, Draco, Meteor, but like outside that, I don't think I had any move to take it on one hit.
I calced for. Oh no, I changed the EVs. Draco unboosted 252 modest. Draco is unlikely KO, I think. I don't know. I haven't checked your pace yet.
I'm 252 quiet nature. So I'm fully maxed out in special attack.
Yeah, but no boosting item.
I had Life Orb.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then it's a no-go for sure. Yeah, I noticed the scarf. Yeah, the scarf life orb is nice, but I obviously you faked out Weevil, and I could tell that you were about to switch out.
I know.
I had Psychic into that slot, which just would have been cool, but I remembered that Zapdos is at 1 health, and I was like, okay, if Trev switches in, I would rather have Shadow Ball going out.
Yeah, no, that was a good choice. I had a feeling you were gonna read it, but like at the same time, I just had to hope. I had to pray that you just ignored it, because you basically from turn 1 in both games, like outside like me faking out the Weavile with Choice Scarf, like outside that was like the only I think advantage I had at any one point, but the rest I was on the back foot. So
yeah, I was gonna fake out Liepard initially, but I sent the fake out into Zapdos that game too, because I actually was like, You know, he might have Sash.
No, that's smart. I did have
It's funny to see.
Sash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really smart. Yeah, and my team, I built my Trevenant super physically bulky. I was 252 HP and defense, with the plus defense nature, specifically and Keyberry to tank a triple axle from Weavile. So when game 1 you didn't lead it, I was like,
smart.
and then I frisked and saw the specs. I'm like, I think Air Slash just kills me.
Yeah, Air Slash. I think with the spread you had, easily killed. I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty positive I was just dead.
-1, it wasn't a kill. It was a lot though.
Well, you would have been at neutral technically.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So
but the Picolytics Trev set, because I checked, I was like, oh, I was waiting for the lead to come out, and it was like, okay, he's about to lead Trev. Let me check Air Slash, and it was a like 108 minimum. On whatever the Picolytics set is. I think 252, 50 something.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that I saw when I used it too. Yeah, that was.
Ooh,
I know.
That's nice.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting that lead at all, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think of Disquake. Well, I guess it technically wasn't even Disquake. Or did you have Discharge on it?
Yeah, I did. Did I not click Discharge? That's so funny.
You didn't click Discharge the entire game.
I only clicked Air Slash.
That's all you needed, baby. Air Slash into my entire team was just a death sentence outside Rhydon.
That's so funny. I think Disquake just became Airquake.
Yeah, it's all you needed. There's nothing else I could do. I just had to sit there and take it because I didn't have speed control, and I don't know. That was such a good lead too, because in any other circumstance I probably would have just clicked Trick Room, but I'm like, I'm gonna die. So what do I have to protect?
Once I like thought of Disquake as potentially strong, I was so nervous. I was like, well, but like Lipard, what if I get faked out? Then I have to read. And then Jordan's like, no, you have more pressure. Just click moves, and if he fakes you out, he fakes you out. You kill something, and the game goes on. And I was like, oh, you're right.
My fellow Gaptos brother betrayed me.
Yeah. So, but this is sort of a weird build for me because I've never just like led. I don't do that where I like lead 2 attackers and my plan is just to click moves. That's just not. I tend to be more defensive, so it was a fun build for me. Yeah,
well, hey, you tried out a fun build for the first time and it worked. It worked extremely well, I would say. The match was like what, 5 minutes long, if that.
There were decent. What was there was a turn in game 1 that I was very worried about. Oh, I wasn't sure about your Centiscorch speed because my Rotom is slow.
Oh, yeah, my Centiscorch has no speed investment.
Yeah, I thought your Centiscorch was about to like destroy me, but
no, I banked my whole strat on getting Trick Room up, and then your leads prevented me from doing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, game 2, I'm wondering if I should have clicked Trick Room instead of. Oh no, I didn't even lead Trevenant game 2 because I was too scared of you leading the same thing.
You didn't have Trevenant game 2. You didn't bring it.
Yeah. Yikes! I should have. I didn't because I was too scared. Because I was like, if he just leads the same thing again, it's just a repeat of game 1, and I just auto lose. So I was like, all right, let me bring Zapdos instead, and then you switched up your team too, which is the classic. It's the classic, oh, game 2, does he keep it the same or does he switch? Or does he read into me switching so he changes? Which I just guessed wrong.
Yeah, my idea was, okay, Gyaptos didn't come game 1, so might as well have a Kadabra lead. And then also, it's still Disquake, it's just in the other spot, it's in the back instead.
Yeah.
So I thought, keeping what was good, but just switching up the look a little.
Yeah,
I had I wish you knocked out Rotom. I had Magmar back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Let me guess. Will-O-Wisp?
No. Psychic, Helping Hand, Heat Wave, Overheat.
What the heck? That's a lot of fire moves. Yeah, I think my only win con game 2 was to like hope that you miss Air Slash. Because what was I going for? I was going for I don't remember. Oh, who did I have out? I
Yeah.
had Scorch out. I had to hope
Scorch,
that
yeah.
I had to hope that Fire Lash, you missed Air Slash. I Fire Lash
Yeah.
into Marowak. I kill him so that my Rhydon
Yeah.
lives, and then I get
And
a
then
Rock
like
Slide.
rock slide or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But yeah, outside that, there's really no. I basically had to hope for that 5% because there's no other way out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those like I've seen a couple of these. I mean, both in my favor and not in my favor. Where it's just like it just so happens that the way that we prepped happened to be very advantageous for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
you couldn't have expected the exact team I brought, but it just so happened
Yeah.
that like Specs Rotom was a giant problem for what you brought.
Oh
Which
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I knew Specs Rotom was good, but I didn't expect it to have like Okos on 4 of your 6.
Catastrophic effects on my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought the 3 mons that I was expecting to show up were Rotom, Weavile, and Oranguru. And then I had Magmar as like a potential to show up, but then I really honestly thought that the other ones were going to be Passimian, Sylveon, and then like maybe Druddigon. But Druddigon was kind of like another one that I was like, I don't know.
I looked at Druddigon. I think the only other thing I looked at was Druddigon. Really, I had Sylveon set at some point. Sylveon looked so bad into your team.
Really? I thought Sylveon looked good into my team, so I was hoping that you brought it.
You have like Magnezones. Okay, I knew Magnezone wasn't coming, but you have Centiskorch and Trick Room, Dragalogy, or Centiskorch in general, Dragalogy and Trick Room, Skarmory. Yeah. I mean, like, Sylveon wants to be clicking Hyper Voice, and it can't always do that. It can do that versus Zapdos and Liepard, but it wants Trick Room versus those, and if I set up Trick Room, then you have Dragalogy, which underspeeds.
Yeah, that's fair.
It didn't feel great. I had a combo set, as though I can send it to you if I find it. Previous iteration of the team. Yeah, Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, Yawn, Helping Hand, Oglove, Bulky.
Yeah, that's what I prepped for. Is I prepped for Sylveon being one of those, which is why I had Throat Chop on my Liepard. Granted, you could still just kill it in other ways, but I wanted to prevent you from using Hyper Voice. But then it didn't show up.
I even said it was funny enough, but I noted that Foul Play, which is typically Liepard's strong dark move, did not KO my Kadabra because it has no attack.
Yeah.
But a Throat Chop was an Oko.
Yeah, I thought about. I mean, I always look at Foul Play in the people's teams, but Foul Play into your team specifically was so terrible. Like the only mon it was really, or the only 2 that it was good against, or I guess 3 would be Marowak, Druddigon, and Kabutops. But like, outside
it good? Is it good against Marowak? Because I thought it doesn't copy Thick Club.
No, you're correct. It's not great, but him being physical, I assume that you would have invested in its attack, which is the only reason why I considered it in the first place. But yeah, no, it's not great. it's not great at all.
Yeah, and then like Weevil is my strongest in proportion to its defense, and it's a dark type and is sashed.
Yeah, I prepped for Weavile lead the most, and I would have banked my life on you leading it game 1, which is why I was so flustered when it didn't show up. And then you had it in the back, which was even worse.
Yeah, I usually do. To be fair, you gotta throw in the mix up sometimes.
Yeah, well, you mixed me up real good. My feet are tangled up on the floor. But yeah, what was your Oranguru set? I didn't want to open the paste on the video just because I feel like people can look at it themselves.
Instruct, Psyshock, Ally Switch.
Okay.
Mental Herb. It was just like, okay, if I need to set up, if my plan goes really badly, I can set up Trick Room and then just click Earthquake and Instruct.
Yeah, that's
Ally Switch if I need to be, some sort of scammer.
Yeah. So you didn't have Taunt on any mons then?
No.
Everything I planned for was wrong. Oh
Yeah.
man, I was like, oh, what if Oranguru leads? I was like, oh man, that thing gets taunt. It could imprison me. So I was like, okay, well, what if I lead Lipard and I fake it out? I'm like, oh, it gets inner focus. Can't do that. So I'm like, all right, how about I give Lipard 252 attack EVs and make it adamant, and then two shot it with throw chop. But it's like, I don't know. I ran across like, and I talked to Poppin about this team too.
I was max defense.
Yeah, if without
Oranguru.
I still two-shot you if you don't have like leftovers or something. If you're bold max defense.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and max
That
HP.
is impressive. Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
But
that's what I count.
That is impressive.
It's barely. It's barely. I think it's like it's like a 93% chance to hit KO or something. So like the roll is in my favor pretty heavily.
Yeah.
But
I'm just still shocked that like Lipard can pull that off. Lipard seems so weak.
a lot of mods can pull off strong attacks if you if you invest it all.
That's fair.
Oh man, but yeah, it didn't work out at all. And I had trick on Lipard too, to trick a choice scarf. But actually looking back, maybe I should have tricked that onto your Rotom because it was gonna outspeed me anyway, and then it just wouldn't have the power boost.
Maybe.
But even then, it like.
Yeah, but it's the same. You're saying game 1 or game? No, game 1.
Actually, yeah, it probably would have had to be game 1 when I led Trevenant, because.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same Yeah, it's the same damage drop as the Snarl though. You know.
Did I still die to...
Actually,
oh no, I switched it out, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if... Did Trevenant ever actually get hit by the air slash without it being boosted? I don't think it did.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I'll never know.
I missed one.
Yeah, you did. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, you missed it game 1 too, and I was like, that's a huge miss, because I didn't know if I died or not. I wasn't sure if I was dead. So
I think after the one earthquake, I wasn't sure, but I thought after 2 earthquakes it was very likely. In fact, after 2 earthquakes, it had to have been definite.
Yeah, I feel like you probably had it after 1 earthquake based on the damage.
I thought I did as well. What was your Trevenant set?
It was 252 HP defense and then relaxed nature.
Oh right, yeah. So max defense. Okay, Rotom, my set. Yeah, I was modest choice phase.
Gee, 252.
Yeah, I was max.
Oh, I guess that makes sense because you said you were slow, so it makes sense that it's all invested in special attack. Oh my god! What the?
So this air slash does 75%.
Oh yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah, and how much did
so that's...
Let me see how much the earthquake did. It did 22.4.
Oh, so it was...
I had a chance.
It was a roll in my favor, I would imagine. In fact, it was... Let's see. How do I take off health? What health was it at?
Trevenant was at 77.6.
6% health. 78% health. Analytics is stupid. Okay. 81%.
Oh, in your favor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a really good. Those aren't good odds. But honestly, if I knew the odds, I probably still would have taken them based on how it was gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, what you brought was so tough because Rotom really threatens everything except for Rhydon.
Yes. Yeah, and that I was aware of. I just wasn't expecting it to be in front.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so just like anything that was good against Rotom was gonna get earthquaked to the, like, I don't know, just probably O-code by earthquake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that actually, was an insanely.
Rhydon wasn't quite an O-code, right? Rhydon was. Oh, Rhydon only took 50%.
From earthquake, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Rhydon, I think, was your best bet, but you couldn't get up Trick Room, so.
Yeah, and I needed it to be. I don't know if it was a roll for it to be a 2-hit, but I didn't want to bet on me surviving another hit. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like there were a lot of opportunities where I could have attacked, and if I lived, I could get a rock slide out and finish off the Rotom. But if I
Yeah.
died, then it's just like I'm toast. So I protected anyway. But I think honestly, like, even if you just like take all my protects out of the game, I feel like the turns play out basically this. It's just delaying the inevitable at that point, because I couldn't ever get a Trick Room, so I never had speed control, and having Rotom
Yeah.
outspeed my entire team, or basically my entire team, was a huge issue.
Yeah,
And then
if,
the only
if
one-
Jordan doesn't... Sorry.
No,
yeah.
go ahead.
If Jordan doesn't comment on this video, I told you so, Sam. I don't know what he's doing, because he literally was... I was apprehensive about Disquake lead, and he said, your opponent will be on the back foot, because you're just gonna be attacking stronger than they are.
Yeah,
Um,
that's so
and
true.
he was right.
Oh yeah, he's dead on. Dead on.
Just trying to think. So I think certainly against what I brought, you couldn't, I think, guarantee Trick Room with Trev. But your team was really hard Trick Room.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you might have had a better chance if you left Dragalge and brought some other form of like game control. Because it was really just Liepard. Like Trevenant couldn't do anything. So maybe like I was expecting Sigalith kind of.
Yeah, I thought about it. I just thought it had a terrible matchup into your team. Like like he just dies to everything you throw at it.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know what Dedenne does, but I actually didn't prep for Dedenne at all.
I mean, even still, like, what do I E-webs into your
I don't know.
into your
I
team?
don't know
Like
what
you're saying,
Dedenne-
that same lead still just
Yeah.
destroys. I think you're right.
Yeah,
though. I think
honestly-
Sigilif would have been my best bet, because
Yeah.
like I just run Sash on him and then click like Tailwind or something.
Yeah, because you're immune to the double up with the Earthquake.
Yeah,
But
but then again, you just lead Weavile and Triple Axle.
Destroyed by Weavile. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a tough one. The more I look at this matchup, it's really a tough one from your side.
It's, I don't know. I didn't actually feel like it was that oppressive into my team. Like I didn't feel like my matchup into your team was that bad. I guess it just comes down to like what 6 we bring and how we. I guess I'm just describing VGC in a nutshell, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like specifically like if you didn't bring certain mons, like if you like, I wasn't expecting Marowak. So like if you didn't bring Marowak, I would have felt much better, even though Rotom still is a huge issue. But I don't know.
I don't know if like because I'm looking now, and the more I think, I don't know what you had for Disquake, honestly.
I don't. I don't.
I'm sure there's some like weird niche thing you could have brought, but your team looks even more unprepared than I thought. Just like your whole 11 just kind of gets
Yeah.
like steamrolled.
Was Discharge the only electric move you had on Rotom, or did you have like Thunderbolt?
I had Volt Switch.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I think my only answer to both spread moves would have been like Wide Guard Kingler or something. But Kingler doesn't want to be in front of Rotom at all.
That's why I had the Volt Switch actually.
Yeah.
Like specifically for Kingler.
Yeah, but like
I was a little worried about Kingler because it can do a lot of damage to Marowak, obviously, and has Wide Guard, but
yeah, he's just
that was really the only thing super on my radar.
Yeah.
Because like Balloon Magnezone I considered, but like Discharge pops the balloon and then you die to Earthquake, so like
yeah, and like Sturdy's useless there too anyway, so yeah, it's a good combo. Yeah, I didn't think Magnezone looked good into your team at all.
No, it looked awful.
Yeah, it just like it didn't do too many of your mons destroy steel electric types. So
yeah,
there's like no real reason for me to bring it.
Yeah, I realized Marowak with Lightning Rod, if it's on the field, Magnezone can like only use steel type attacks, which is really sad.
Yeah, there's no like what else can it doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
Oh,
it doesn't even have cover.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Based on what you brought, I don't even know what I do into your team. Because, like, Rotom
Yeah,
shuts down
I'm
Gyapdos really
struggling.
hard.
Hmm.
Like, Weavile shuts down
Yeah,
a lot of my mons.
I,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think what it has to be is like Lipard Zapdos specifically into Rotom Whack, game
Hmm.
one,
Yeah.
and then get the read right so that you're faking out. Well, so you, yeah, I mean, so you're faking out something, killing something, and then you're playing a 3 versus 3 instead of letting Rotom and Marowak sit there all game. But then, I mean, you led that game too, and Kadabra kind of, you know, destroyed Zapdos. So it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I needed the Sash, otherwise I was dead.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and like, I don't know. Like, based on your lead, having Lipard without Scarf would be much more useful,
Hmm.
because then I can, like, fake out
Yes.
and then
Yes.
attack and then, like, Snarl or something or whatever. Or even, like, Prankster
Yeah.
and Encore or something or whatever. I don't know. Not that I actually
Yeah. That.
I don't think Prankster Encore would have even helped me because you still just clicked attacks all game. So
Mhm. That's why I wasn't clicking Protect Infernal Life because I was had my eyes out for Encore.
hmm yeah,
Um.
that's smart.
Yeah. I think Liepard Zapdos is the best bet, and it's just a game of breeds.
Yeah, which I don't necessarily think I'm the best at. I'm the best at reads. It's something I gotta work on. I think if that's something you can even work on. But
Yeah, reads are tough. I've overread before. It's not. It's not. That's the worst feeling. I've done that on ladder so many times.
yeah, yeah, because like I don't know, you play against so many people that you know.
Yeah. Well, it's like also like beginning of the season low ladder. I'll make a very aggressive read,
Yeah, because
and
it's just there's
I'm
like
like,
there's no
okay,
way
why
they.
would this person? Why would that person stay in? And they stay in
Yeah, and you're like,
because
what the heck? Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I don't. There's no. I don't know. I think I didn't prep
yeah.
for. I didn't prep
The
for Disc Break
prep,
is what it
the
comes down to.
prep, yeah, happened to not go in your favor.
Yeah.
But I still thought that was. I thought that was an interesting match
Yeah,
because
I thought so too.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't expect Scorch. I, I wasn't uh totally not expecting Trevenant because I thought you'd want Trick Room,
Mhm.
but I thought that you were gonna lean more on Sigalith.
Mhm.
Um, obviously that's sort of skewed by what I knew my lead was because now
Yeah.
that I think about it, obviously Sigalith is terrible into
Yeah,
Weevil.
you were worried about worst case scenario.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, yeah, but I think your plan was, and I think the Trevenant set was very, very smart. It just it just so happened that like even though I lead Weevil every week, I didn't lead Weevil versus
Yeah,
you.
it's the one time. Oh,
Yeah,
you got me.
that's a super clever set though. I've never seen like Keyberry to live the end of a multi-hit move. It's very clever.
The key berry was Poppin's idea. I didn't even know what the berry was
Mhm.
until he was like, "Oh, what about key?" Because I was trying to survive based on um, I wanted to see if Yachi berry would work. Granted,
Mhm.
I know the first hit's the weakest, so like it doesn't make that much of a difference. But I didn't know if like that slight HP save like would have been enough to keep
Yeah,
me alive. But he was like, "Why don't you just do key berry?" And I was just like, "What the hell is that?"
yeah.
It's like lo and behold,
That
wow, that's
is
exactly what I needed.
that is a shockingly. Oh, and then you had the Drain Punch on there. I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Yeah, so
That is.
I basically prepared for Weavile to lead with like
Mhm.
Oranguru or something
Yeah,
else, and just
yeah.
in the off chance that you would like taunt or imprison Trick Room, I would just get
Mhm.
the KO and Weavile real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That is. Well, also like Trick Room after living the triple axle, because of the Keyberry, and then
yeah,
just Drain Punch to heal back up is quite the tech combo.
yeah. It was all in on on you leading a certain
Mhm.
thing, or at least leading
Yeah, I
Weavile.
mean, I that was the plan for a little bit, or for quite a while. So definitely almost a like super heat pop off build, but
It's only genius if it
just
works.
just just so happened that Rotom. Hey, Go back and look at Kastap 9. That was genius, and it didn't work. It's the saddest thing that's ever happened in the entire league.
Okay, okay, you got me, you got me.
I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you.
Please do. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. I don't think there's
Right. Well,
there's not too much more to be said. It's kind of just
yeah.
I think the post game chat was longer than the match.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh well, GG's to you. That was very well played.
Yeah.
You are now
Yeah,
you're 4-1 now, which feels really good.
Yeah.
Cause it's
Yeah, 4-1's cool.
Tyler is 5-0, and then you and Braff are both 4-1. And then I'm sitting in fourth with the spooky 3-2, and with having to go up against Braff and then Tyler after that. So
Ooh.
odds are very real that I end up 3-4.
You probably need one win. Actually, I usually prep with Braff, but I would honestly prep with you or help you prep this week. Because
so
I think it's funny. Also, I like your team.
I like my team too. I think it's fun, and I think it's stupid but entertaining that I have brought 3 flying types to a match on a couple of occasions, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's fun. I like my team. I think I like my team. It's fun.
I like
it is.
it a lot.
It has certain limitations, as you just pointed out. But
Yeah, I noticed. I figured you'd be very scared of the Weevil too, because the ice weakness is so bad.
Oh yeah.
And any of those things want to sash, they get triple axled and
yeah, like sashes are relevant. So
yeah.
I had to find a way to deal with it. Anything that gets triple axle that has stab, I'm pretty sure it's just Sneasel and Weavile, like my 2 nightmares.
Yeah.
My 2 nightmares.
Weevil is a really not great matchup for your team. I mean, that's why I had it as like a Weevil in the back, which I usually don't do.
No, that's smart.
Because it was such a good cleanup mon here.
Yeah, and the only way that I beat that in the back is if I have Trick 'em Up, which you didn't allow me to do. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean you have a tough couple or 2 games left too, because you're playing. I think you haven't played
Braff last.
Yeah, so it's you gotta play Tyler and then Braff, I think, right? Yeah. Dang. Yeah, wait, all like 4 of us are like have the last 3 weeks together.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Is Tyler Sora?
Yep.
7 point Sora.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
that's his real name.
Yeah,
I'm used to calling him by that.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Registeel next week. Yikes.
Yeah, oh boy, I can't wait to see that. I still have to watch the video that he just put out.
Yeah, same.
Against Braff. Granted, I know the outcome. I'm not gonna say it on here. I know the outcome just because of the chat.
I'm pretty sure I know the outcome.
Yeah, but I'm sure the set was still fun. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, good luck against him next week. I mean, good luck to you both. I'm sure the match is gonna be freaking bonkers. But we'll have to see. I feel like at this point you're probably good for playoffs. Being 4-1, I feel like 4-3 is good enough.
Should be good.
At least in our division.
Usually yes.
Yeah.
Last season was an anomaly.
Yeah, that one was weird. There's a lot of like 3 and 4s, and it just came down to differential.
No, last season we had at least in our division we had everybody was 4-3, like the
oh, it was
entire
4-3.
division.
That was the score. That's my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was 4-3, and I think I was like one of 2 or the only 5-2 team in Entei or whatever we're called. And yeah, that was scary because I was 4-2 going into week 7, and if I lost, I was out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that whole season was bonkers because there was like some whole chat in the server about, like if this person loses against this person, then you're in, but if this person wins, then you're out, and it's like, what the heck is going on? I couldn't even follow it because there was too much going on. I was just like, I'm out. I just want to see what how the games pan out.
Yeah. I had a wild situation where Jason and I were both 4-2, which usually you're like chilling if you're 4-2, You're in the playoffs, or you need to like not get 2-0'd and you're in the playoffs usually, or something like that. But both of us winning in, and if we lost, we had 0 chance to get in because of set differential.
That's so brutal. That's so much pressure too. Like that's a lot to handle.
Yeah, it was awful. So bad.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I do appreciate. This was a great idea. I think a
Yeah.
post game call is fun. I haven't actually done
Chat.
one
Yeah.
of these. But then again, I also haven't
Oh,
played
wow.
you before, so.
Yeah. Oh wow. I didn't realize how long we were on here. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I got like 49 minutes on my recording, and
Yeah.
I also did a different recording for like going over the
Mhm.
my team and stuff. That's like 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
so people about to be real mad about the 70 minutes that they gotta
Yeah.
sit through.
We had a very leisurely post game chat, but I thought it was a good idea because we haven't played yet.
Yeah,
And
it was fun. I had a great time.
You're a very fun. You're a very fun coach.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think you're awesome too, and obviously the server wouldn't exist if it weren't for you. So I gotta throw my hat in the ring for saying thank you, just to have all this stuff set up, and just being super involved in everything. And you have some heat teams, ones that clearly I never expect. So I can't wait to see what you bring next week.
All right. Thanks.
But we'll chat again soon, and good luck on the rest of your journey. Well, I guess you're in playoffs, so there's really not much of a journey other than just playing the games. But either way, good luck anyway.
Thanks. You too.
Catch you later, brother.
See ya.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up here, so I don't take up any more of your time. I know it's been a long video here in between both cuts, but yeah, it didn't quite go to plan, clearly, but it was still a fun set. I mean, he brought some sick stuff that I wasn't expecting, and then I guess Disquake is something that I should have been on the lookout for, but you know, like I said, I didn't think Marowak was gonna make an appearance. So, but yeah, GG's to Samax, and all we can do is move forward with our 3-2 record. Probably need another win if we're gonna want to make it in, but you know, the next 2 weeks are gonna be just as tough. So we're gonna do what we can. But enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.